Dating seems like a rite of passage into maturity and the world of romantic relationships. Historically, dating or courting often came with the expectation of marriage. However, things are different now. As ideas regarding marriage, so have our expectations regarding dating. Regardless of your experiences and ideas about dating, here are a few lessons that can help you on your journey. 1. Figure out what you want. As I've alluded to in my introduction, dating is different for everyone. So before entering the dating scene, it's a good idea to figure out what you want to get out of it. For some, dating is merely a fun experience, a chance to see what is out there. Others may have more serious intentions. Either one is fine. Just be honest with yourself. Let your date know about your intentions once you both have had a chance to be comfortable with each other. Don't blurt it out right away, since it can sometimes close a relationship before it has begun. Being honest helps avoid possible frustrations and miscommunication. 2. Be real about your goals. This point is somewhat similar, albeit a bit redundant, to the point, avoid. But you have to be honest about your goals. Once you and your date decide to continue on to a relationship and you both know what you want, you now need to figure out where is the relationship headed. What is the end goal? If you both just want a short-term relationship, figure out how to reach that goal in a way that leaves both of you without regrets. For those seeking long-term relationships, this is where you both figure out A, if your goals match up, and B, if the relationship is worth pursuing. I differentiate this point from the one stated above because you could both be seeking long-term relationships, but have different goals in mind. If you have very dissimilar goals, the two options are to compromise or to break off the relationship. Continuing a relationship that is founded with two different goals in mind will just cause frustration and tension. It does not matter if the goals are short-term or long-term. What matters is that both of you are on the same page. The success and longevity of a relationship depend on honesty, so please do not change your needs to fit someone else's criteria. Relationship success and longevity depend on honesty. So, what are your goals as a couple? 3. Communication is everything. Most of us often say what we don't mean and don't say what we intend to say. This obviously leads to frustration in a relationship. But because we've become skilled at evading things, many of us can get away with it. However, evasion won't work well in a relationship. Relationships sometimes require us to be vulnerable, honest, and not guarded. In short, communication. Communication is vital to make a relationship last, whether it is a romantic one or a friendship. Romantic relationships experience all sorts of ups and downs. There will be times when neither of you will want to speak to each other, especially after a fight. But it is in these moments that you need to communicate with each other the most. Talk your problems out, work through them together. If things get too heated, allow yourselves to cool off and then talk. You will find that communication will help you heal wounds that you may unwittingly inflict upon each other. Establishing good communication will help you both address issues with confidence and eventually work through them. 4. Timing is not everything. When you start dating, it's easy to be swept away with feelings of romance. As a result, you easily can fall into the trap of believing that you need to wait for someone. Let me paint you an example. You find someone whom you think is the one. Your heart races when you see them, and the world fades away when they look at you. Fantastic. However, there is one problem. They are with someone else. In this scenario, the romantic thing to do would be to wait for them. But it is not. If someone is with someone else or chooses something else instead of being with you, it is not because it is bad timing. Unless your partner explicitly tells you they need time because they are working through something personal, then maybe you could use the timing excuse. But even in that situations, most couples try to work through difficult circumstances together. Sometimes the wrong time means that that person does not belong in your life. You are not supposed to wait for them. So, don't. You will find someone who will be your one. The right person for you will be the person who will come into your life at the right time.